Okay, student. Today we see about the pollen pistil interaction. So we have seen that is about the how the pollen grains are transferred, that is by the process of the pollination. Okay. So today we see how the pollen pistil interaction is. So what is mean by pistil? Pistil, that is this structure is the pistil. Okay, so in which here there is the stigma. Okay, then it is the style. Then it is the ovary, and inside which here is the ovule. We have seen that is the about the anatropous ovule. Okay. So today we see how the pollen pistil interaction is. So pollen pistil interaction, it mainly starts, that is by the pollination, and it ends by the fertilization. So what is mean by pollination? We have seen that is transfer of the pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the flower. It is known as the pollination. And what is mean by fertilization? That is here fertilization means fusion of the male and the female gamete. It is known as the fertilization. So pollen pistil interaction mainly complete, that is after the fertilization. So see, that is about how the pollen pistil interaction is. So see, that is here when the pollen grain falls on the stigma by the process of the pollination. Okay, so here the many pollen grains falls on the stigma. They may be of the same flower. Okay, they may be from the different flower. They may be of the same species, or they may be of the different species. So when the pollen grains fall on the stigma, these are the many types of the pollen grain falls on the stigma. But the pistil having one characteristic, that is ability, that is to identify the which is the right type of the pollen grain and which is the wrong type of the pollen grain. Okay, so see, that is this whole structure is known as the pistil. Okay, so whole structure is known as the pistil, that is stigma, style, ovary, inside which here is the ovule is present. We have seen about the structure of the ovule also. Okay, so see, that is here when the pollen grain falls on the stigma. Okay, then here the germination of the pollen grain takes place. We have also seen how the germination of the pollen grain takes place. That is pollen grain germination, it mainly takes place, that is by the formation of the pollen tube. Okay, we have seen how the pollen tube is produced. Okay, so pollen grain, it mainly divides by the mitosis, then it produces the two-celled structure. Okay, see, that is here. We have seen that is the two-celled structure of the pollen grain. One is the vegetative cell, another is the generative cell. Okay, so the pollen grain having the two wall, outer wall is the exine, inner wall is the intine, and it also having the germ pores, and through any one germ pore here intine comes out, and there is the formation of the pollen tube. Okay, so it is known as the pollen germination. We have seen how the pollen germination takes place. So when the pollen grain falls on the stigma, here pollen germination takes place. That is here the pollen grain, it absorbs the some chemicals which are present on the stigma, that is the water and the nutrients also, and it gets germinate and it produces the pollen tube. Okay, and the growth of the pollen tube, it mainly takes place, that is from the stigma, then again the pollen tube runs or the grows through the style, and then again it enter into the ovary. Then when it enter into the ovary, then again it enters into the ovule again also. Okay, and when it enters into the ovule, this pollen tube with the two non-motile male gamete enters in the ovule through the synergids. Okay, and when enters in through the any one synergid, then again the pollen tube which carries the two male gametes it enters into this embryo sac or the female gametophyte, out of which one pollen grain fuses with the egg and another pollen grain fuses with the secondary nucleus. So all the events which takes place during the germination of the pollen grain, it is known as, that is up to the from pollination, then again germination, and here up to the fertilization. These all events, it is known as the pollen pistil interaction. It is known as the pollen pistil interaction. Okay. So see, that is here how the pistil recognize the wrong type of the pollen grain or the right type of the pollen grain. Okay, so here see, that is the pollen grains. These pollen grains are mainly two types. One is the right type and another pollen grain is the wrong type. Okay, so the right type pollen grain is known as the compatible pollen grain. Right type pollen grain is known as compatible pollen grain, while the wrong type pollen grain is known as incompatible pollen grain. Wrong type pollen grain is known as the incompatible pollen grain. Okay, so see, that is here the right type pollen grain, which is the compatible pollen grain. It mainly promoted for the germination by the pistil. Okay, so it is promoted for germination. Promoted for germination. Okay. While here the wrong type of the pollen grain, it mainly inhibited for the germination. Inhibited for germination. Okay, see, that is here the right type pollen grain is known as the compatible pollen grain, while the wrong type of the pollen grain is known as incompatible pollen grain. So right type of the pollen grain is promoted for germination, while the wrong type pollen grain is inhibited for the germination. So what happens when the right type of the pollen grain falls on the stigma? Okay, it gets germinate, that is, it absorbs water and nutrient. So it absorbs water and nutrient. Water and nutrient is absorbed by which type of pollen grain? Right type of pollen grain. While the wrong type of pollen grain does not absorb the water and nutrient. Not absorb. Okay, so see, that is here the pistil only recognize the right type of the pollen grain, and due to which here only the compatible pollen grain. Okay, so here this compatible pollen grain or the right type of the pollen grain are mainly the intraspecific. Intraspecific means of the same species. Okay, so here this pollen grain, many pollen grain falls. Okay, only one pollen grain having chance for the germination on the stigma. Only one pollen grain having chance for the germination on the stigma. Another pollen grain, if they are compatible, but all pollen grain does not germinate, only one pollen grain gets germinate. Okay, so here when the pollen grain gets germinate, it produces the pollen tube, and then again here this pollen tube enters from the stigma, then again style, then again ovary into the ovule, and then again fertilization takes place. Okay, so it is about the pollen pistil interaction. Okay, so here in the pollen pistil interaction, that is the wrong type of the pollen grain, it mainly discarded by the pistil. Okay, that is it inhibit for the germination. Pistil inhibit for the germination. Okay, so see that is here. During the pollen pistil interaction, we have seen that is how the pollen grain gets falls on the stigma. Okay, and only the right type of the pollen grain gets germinate on the stigma. Okay, and here the all events, that is from the after the pollination, when pollen grains falls on the stigma, then again here pollen tube which produce, it grows through the stigma, that is due to presence of some chemical substance which are present in the stigma, that is this grows through the stigma, then again style, okay, and then again it enters through the micropyle into the ovule, okay, so that is into the embryo sac. So it is, these all events are known as the pollen pistil interaction. So here the pollen pistil interaction we have seen naturally, that is how takes place. So stigma only identify the right type of the pollen grain, okay, and it only gives permission or promote for the germination of the right type of the pollen grain, and it inhibit the germination of the wrong type of the pollen grain, which is known as incompatible pollen grain. Okay, so here the wrong type of the pollen grain, it may be of the same flower. Okay, it is the self incompatible असंही म्हटलं जातं. जर हे wrong type चा pollen grain जर त्याच flower मधला असेल, it is also known as the self incompatible, or it also from the different plant. Okay, but if it is from the different species, it cannot be germinate. Okay, so here the right type of the pollen grain, it mainly identified by the pistil. So in pollen pistil interaction, we have seen that is about how the pollen grain gets germinate on the stigma. So artificially we can also germinate the pollen grains. That is how artificially pollen grains are germinated. That is, these are germinated in vitro condition. So in vitro condition, that is here for the germination of the pollen grain, these pollen grains, they are mainly kept on the slide and on which here the sucrose solution, that is the sugar, if we add the sugar solution, or we can also use the boric acid also. So on the slide, that is artificially we can also germinate the pollen grains, that is by using the sucrose, that is sugar solution, or the boric acid. So if we take the slide, one drop of the sugar solution or the boric acid, and if we kept the pollen grain in this drop, okay, so after some few minutes we can see that is there is the germination of the pollen grain takes place, that is pollen tube comes out through the germ pore, and there is also the formation of the pollen tube. Okay, so there is the germination of the pollen grain also takes place, that is the synthetically, that is the synthetic here nutrients are used, that is the sucrose or the boric acid. Okay, so in this way here the pollen grain can be artificially germinated. And then next point, see, that is about how the artificial hybridization is done. So artificial hybridization can be done, that is by the hand. So here see, that is here during the artificial hybridization there are methods used. One is the emasculation. And another method is the bagging and tagging. So what is mean by artificial hybridization? So artificial hybridization means that here during this technique, that is we can use the desirable pollen grain, and this desirable pollen grain can be dust on the stigma of the flower. So see, that is here. First method is emasculation. So what is mean by emasculation? That is a removal of the anther. So suppose there is the bisexual flower. Suppose there are the two varieties. Okay, one variety it is having the disease resistant variety, one variety of the plant it is having the high yield variety. Okay, but the plant must be of the same species. Okay, so see, that is here we can combine, that is many plant breeders can combine this variety. So in single plant we can get the two qualities, that is one is the disease resistant variety and another is the high yield variety. So here the disease resistant variety plant, here we select the one flower, that is it is the bisexual flower, that is the anthers are removed from this bisexual flower and only stigma is there. Okay, so this flower is the female flower is selected. Okay, so this removal of the anther or the stamens before anthesis, that is before maturation. If there maturation takes place, there will be the self pollination will be takes place. Okay, so here we are doing the cross pollination. Okay, but by the hand. So it is the artificial hybridization. Okay, so removal of the stamen from this bisexual flower, it is known as the emasculation. Okay, so first method is the emasculation. जे आपण प्लांट सिलेक्ट केलेले आहे त्यातलं फिमेल प्लांट म्हणून आपण सिलेक्ट करणार. फिमेल प्लांट म्हणजे काय किंवा फिमेल फ्लावर म्हणजे काय की ज्यातले आपण अँथर्स रिमूव्ह केलेले आहेत. ठीक आहे, आणि दुसरा व्हरायटी अशी आहे की ज्यातून आपण काय घेणार आहोत, फक्त पोलन ग्रेन घेणार आहोत. म्हणजे हा इल्ड जास्त उत्पन्न देणारी व्हरायटी आहे की ज्यातले आपण काय घेणार आहोत, पोलन ग्रेन्स. ओके, सो दिस पोलन ग्रेन्स these are isolate and they are dust on the stigma, that is by the hand. Okay, then when the pollen grain dust, then this flower it is covered by the polythene paper. So it is known as the bagging. Next step is the bagging, that is the after the hybridization or dusting the pollen grain on this flower, emasculated flower. Okay, then it is covered by the polythene paper. So it is known as the bagging method. Okay, so here after the bagging method there is one tagging, that is there is some information is tied on the paper, that is about which variety is insert, then which family of the members are, date of the emasculation, etc. These are noted on this tag, that is known as the tagging. Okay, so here by the method of the bagging and the tagging. Okay, so here that is here the emasculated flower is covered. Okay, so these are the methods of the hybridization, that is the emasculation and bagging and tagging. Okay, तर या मेथड द्वारे आपण काय करू शकतो, तर नवीन व्हरायटी आपण तयार करू शकतो. म्हणजे आर्टिफिशियल हायब्रिडायझेशन ही अशी मेथड आहे की ज्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला जे पाहिजे त्या व्हरायटीज आपण तयार करू शकतो. दॅट इज मेनी प्लांट ब्रीडर्स यूज these method for the hybridization, that is the artificial hybridization method. Okay, so today we stop here.